for a Miami touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now Hill to return it. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Purcell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Dolphins sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Person. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The point after is good. And it's now 13-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
They find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to the O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
With a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Off play action. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through. And the lead will shrink to 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 178 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead, Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 5 now. Jones. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Jones throwing on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 29, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They hand this off to Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on second and 6, Jones. He's able to find Miller. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On first down, Lawrence. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Hey, exit.
Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect the hours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Jones now. Throwing on 3rd and long. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, he got stopped on that one, and it cost him 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in there by Crowder. 6 yards left on 2nd down. operating from the gun. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. They go back to Pollard on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Pass complete to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Jones. So this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Going deep this time for Miller. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air. because right now we're seeing a big-time performance. That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game. Every now and then I actually listen to his performance.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might